Hi, it's me, and today I'm painting plaster figures. You all know me. I love plaster figures. I've always loved painting plaster figures. There's something so rewarding, and when I put the glossy Mod Podge on them and they just look all finished and nice looking, it just makes my day. So today I'm doing a redo set of some plaster figures that I painted, you're not ready for this, in 2021. I was actually gifted this set, so that's kind of why I'm doing a redo, because I want to paint them and show them to you. I thought it would just be kind of neat to do this set how I would paint now and compare them to the ones that I painted in 2021. My goal today is to not do anything like what I did before. Everything is all new, and I want to see how my style may differ, but also have I improved on my painting skills enough to see the difference. So it's a little bit of a challenge today, personally, so I'm hoping that it will look nice and that we can say that I've improved for definite. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, I'm back. I have now completed the redo set, and I can safely say already that my painting skills have definitely improved since 2021. So today, how I'm going to rank these is more so by the comparison. So it's not going to be so much about ranking them, but seeing the growth. But after I talked about the comparison, I will rank the ones that I have painted today. First are the squirrels. I vividly remember loving the squirrel. The only thing I wish now I'd done better was clean up my mess. This one I went with teal, my favorite color. I think this one came out a lot cleaner. It has a lot more appeal to me now color-wise. I do very much like this dark still on it. Also, I went with brown for the eyes, so it's a little bit softer instead of this demonic black because it has pretty large eyes. I almost wish I had done another color for the white part here because that might have made it a little bit more interesting. So yes, I have to go with teal because it's a lot cleaner, but I do really like this dark red. Next are the foxes. Obviously, this one takes the cake because it's just so much more interesting to look at. It doesn't feel like there's any pizzazz to this whatsoever. I see what I was trying to go for. I even went with brown eyes, so I tried to make the eyes a little bit softer. I love foxes, and maybe at the time I was trying to go for somewhat natural fox look to make myself happy. I think the face also kind of has to do with not looking so cute to me. With the pink, it is a lot softer. It's a lot more interesting to look at, and I went with blue eyes to also give some contrast to the pink. So this one wins that duo. This next one is a little hard for me because I did really like the original. It's the bears. I remember absolutely loving this bear when I finished it. It's such a soft yellow with these blue eyes and a little pink flower on her. I just love her face. I almost wish there was a whole set of just bears. With this one, I knew it was going to be hard to beat. So I went with a soft blue, lighter blue than sky blue features and some lavender colored eyes, but I made them match the flower, and I feel like the features are a lot softer than this one. I went with a light brown kind of tan color. Honestly, I have to give it to this one for this duo because it's still just my favorite. This next duo, I don't know how I feel because I didn't do much different with the redo. And these are the turtles. As you can see, I didn't stray from the green at all. The only difference I made was making this one kind of a tan skin color. It looked a lot more pink when I put it on there, I think, and it kind of just looks fleshy. I remember I was going for kind of the natural turtle look. This one is less creepy to me, it's just not cute to me. They actually have the same colors on them, just in different places, and this one's replaced a little bit. So I think the old wins this one because I prefer this color palette better. This next one, I still don't really know how I feel about both of them. I prefer this new one's color palette better, but I don't prefer the style of the plaster figure. And this one is the raccoons. The way they made the face on this one is not my cup of tea. For the first one, I went with a nice blue, and I did the same with purple for the new one because I did like having the same color on it, just different shades. On the new one, I like how I did the contrast. I did white instead of this dark blue, and then dark purple instead of black. This one definitely wins for me. And last but not least, this one I think has the most improvement, and it's the owls. I love this color palette, but it's so patchy. I obviously didn't go in with second coats in some places, and the line work is very messy. This one, I love the contrast between this dark green and that bright yellow. Obviously, this one is more my color palette style now, but this one looks so much better. It pops more too, and it's so much cleaner. I made sure the line work was a lot cleaner. This one's hard to keep clean. I'm proud of how this one came out. So this one obviously has to win. So that's the comparison and the rankings of those. But let's talk about my actual favorites out of this set. So in last place, it's the turtle. This tan color is not it. In fifth place, we have the raccoon. Again, I love how this one came out. I think it's a lot better than, the first time I did it. I just don't love the face on it. That's not something that I could have changed, but that knocks it down pretty good. In fourth place, we have the squirrel. I love my choice in color, of course, but it's very plain. In third place, we have the bear. I'm sad that it ranked at third. It's just not as good as the first. In second place, our runner-up, it's the owl. I really like the improvement on this owl. The only reason it doesn't rank higher is because my number one is very cute to me, and I really like it. And our winner is the fox. I just love how sweet this one turned out. It's very mellow compared to the bright orange on the first try. I know it's simple, and I ranked that squirrel way back because it was simple, but I also really love foxes. So I have done a redo of my plaster figure set. I hope you all enjoyed. This was really fun to do. To revisit something that you've done years ago and try to do some changes and some new stuff to it, it was really fun for me. It's a completely different set now. It's the 2.0 of what I started many years ago. If you would like me to do more redos, let me know. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you next week.